Hi, good morning. Welcome to my classroom. In this mass transfer 1 course, in module number 2, convective mass transfer, in the previous lecture, we have discussed about mass transfer coefficient. We have seen mass transfer coefficient is the ratio of molar flux to driving force. Okay, so whatever is the unit of driving force, so mass transfer coefficient will have different units, and we denote mass transfer coefficients with a different superscript and subscript depending upon the phase involved, either it is for gas phase or liquid phase, or the driving force is in terms of concentration, partial pressure or mole fractions, and A is diffusing through B, or equimolar counter diffusion is taking place. So based on that, we will writing Kc, Kg, Ky or Kl, Kc, XA, Kx, right? So based on the driving force, we can write mass transfer coefficient in different ways with superscript and subscript. Okay, so if you consider unimolecular diffusion, that is A is diffusing through B, so we can write the relationship between all the mass transfer coefficients, like flux equation can be written as Na equal to Kc into Ca1 minus Ca2, which is equal to Kg into Pa1 minus Pa2, which is equal to Ky into Ya1 minus Ya2. And we have seen the relationship between different mass transfer coefficients in the previous lectures. Please go through that, how to relate Kc with Kc dash, Kg with Kg dash, Ky with Ky dash, and what is the relationship between Kc and Kg also. Okay, so using ideal gas law, you can always relate that. Okay, for gases we assume that ideal gas law is applicable and we substitute the values, right? And for liquids also, either you can use to denote Kc or Kl, or you can use Kx. So this way we can make use of Kx and Kl as the subscript for denoting liquid phase, and if when the driving force is in concentration, you can use Kl or Kc, and if the driving force is in mole fraction, we can use Kx. Okay, in the previous lecture we have seen what are the dimensionless numbers relevant to mass transfer coefficients. So in the evaluation of mass transfer coefficient, we have seen there are 4 methods, and in the previous lecture we have discussed about dimensionless numbers. So we have seen dimensionless numbers, how to define various dimensionless numbers using dimensional analysis we have seen, and we have seen what are the number equivalents between momentum transfer, heat transfer and mass transfer. So we have seen Prandtl number in heat transfer, we have seen Schmidt number is the equivalent for mass transfer. Okay, so and we have seen Nusselt number in heat transfer, and we have seen Sherwood number is the equivalent in mass transfer, right? And we have seen several correlations to define what is mass transfer coefficient. We are using Sherwood number as a function of Reynolds number and Schmidt number. We will be having expressions based on the geometry and based on the flow properties, everything. We have different correlations available for various systems. For example, flow through flat plates, we have several correlation for different Reynolds number range, and flow through sphere or flow through single sphere. Okay, when the size of based on the size of the sphere, we have different correlations for Sherwood number as a function of Reynolds number and Schmidt number. In general, Sherwood number will be equal to A into Reynolds number power B, Schmidt number power C. A, B, C value will depend upon the geometry, system geometry and flow properties. Okay, so in this lecture we will solve few numericals to determine mass transfer coefficients using the correlations of Sherwood number. Okay, please be ready with your calculator. We will solve few numericals. Ready? Okay, so let's solve this problem. Air at 32 degrees Celsius is humidified by flowing over air at 32 degrees Celsius is humidified by flowing over a 1.2 meter long container filled with water. So even though it is liquid, we can consider it to be a flat surface, flow past flat surface type of problem. Okay, air at 32 degrees Celsius is humidified by flowing over a 1.2 meter long container filled with water. The interfacial temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. if the initial humidity of the air is 25% and its velocity is 0.15 meter per second, calculate A, the convective mass transfer coefficient, B, the amount of water evaporated per unit width in kg per meter of the container. Okay, so the width is not given, but we will consider width to be 1 meter, so that we will get the final answer in terms of kg per meter. It's our A is water here, the water vapor, that means molecular weight of water vapor. We have to make use to convert kg moles to kg. Okay, so here we have two different temperature. The interface, the above the liquid surface, the interface is having a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, air is at 32 degrees Celsius. So what we will consider? We can consider the temperature. What will be the temperature of the film? So we are going to consider a stagnant air film at the surface, and across this thin air film, what is the mass transfer? We are going to determine. We are going to determine the mass transfer coefficient across this small thin film. So at one end of the film we have a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, and the other end of the film we have bulk air temperature, which is 32 degrees Celsius. So we can have the property of the fluid at we can take an average temperature between 32 and 20 to be the temperature in the film. So we can make use of the properties like density, viscosity values can be taken to be at that temperature, which is going to be average temperature. Okay, so the data also given here. Momentum diffusivity is given. What is momentum diffusivity? This is the ratio of dynamic viscosity by mass density, mu by rho. So we have mu by rho in meter square per second, 1.5 into 10 power minus 5 at 26 degrees Celsius is given. We don't have what is 26 degree, we will find out that. So data is given at three different temperatures, 20 degrees Celsius, 26 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. So mass diffusivity is also given. We know mass diffusivity, molecular diffusivity, that is DAB is given as 2.77 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second, and vapor pressure of the water is given at two temperatures, 20 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. And mole fraction, if you look at the mole fraction of the water vapor at the either end of the thin film, stagnant film, we are going to consider. We can say that air is entering at 32 degrees Celsius and its humidity is given. If the initial humidity of the air is 25%, that means mole fraction of water vapor is 0.25 at the bulk other end of the film. In this end we are going to have pure water vapor, so mole fraction is going to be 1, and we know the partial pressure is equal to mole fraction into vapor pressure. So vapor pressure data is given at 20 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. We can make use of that and solve this problem. So what we will be doing, first we will be determining the numbers, dimensionless numbers. So momentum diffusivity by mass diffusivity is Schmidt number. You can determine what is Schmidt number. Okay, and we can determine the Reynolds number over a flat plate is given by kinematic viscosity. We have rho Vd by mu, right? So that means Vd by velocity into characteristic length divided by kinematic viscosity, that is momentum diffusivity V. So we can always get what is the Reynolds number over the flat plate. Here characteristic length is your L, that is 1.2 meters. Okay, kinematic viscosity is given, velocity is also given 0.15 meter per second. So we will get what is Reynolds number also. Okay, so once we have Reynolds number and Schmidt number, we will determine what is the Sherwood number using the appropriate correlation. Okay, so for this problem we can make use of the correlation 0.664 into, we can make use for this problem, we can make use of the correlation Sherwood number equal to 0.664 into Reynolds number power 1 by 2, Schmidt number power 1 by 3, because this is flow past a flat plate and a laminar flow. Okay, so if this is applicable, if whatever Schmidt number we are getting should be between 0.6 and 50, then we can make use of the correlation for Sherwood number. So once we get the value of Sherwood number, we know the definition of Sherwood number is Kc into L by dAB, where L is the characteristic length. If it is flow past a conduit, we are going to use Kc d by dAB. So since it is flow past flat plate, we have Kc into L by dAB. Kc value we are going to determine. L value is the whatever is the length, 1.2 meters, and dAB value is given. So Sherwood number we have calculated from the correlation. It is a reverse, right? So once you get the what is Sherwood number using the correlation, we substitute in the definition of Sherwood number, which is Kc L by dAB. As L and dAB are known, we can determine the Kc value. So once we get the Kc value, we can write the flux expression. Flux is equal to Na equal to Kc into Ca1 minus Ca2. What is Ca1 and Ca2? Ca1 is Pa1 by RT, Ca2 is Pa2 by RT. Both partial pressures can be determined from the vapor pressure data given. So partial pressures are vapor pressure into mole fractions. You know what is the mole fraction in one side of the film. At the interface side, you have mole fraction is 1. At the other end, humidity is given. So we have 0.25 as the mole fraction. So substituting the values, we are going to get what is flux in terms of kg mole per meter square second. If you consider 1 meter length of the width, then what is the area? Area is meter square, right? So we have length into width. So 1 meter width and length is 1.2 meter. We get meter square area. So if you multiply by area and multiply by molecular weight, we get the final answer in terms of kg per second. Okay, please try to solve this problem. Numerical on mass transfer coefficients. 1, 2, 3. So how to proceed with this problem? As I have explained you, first let us make a sketch for this. And before solving this problem, please recall what is flux equation. Flux is Na equal to Kc into Ca1 minus Ca2, or Kg into Pa1 minus Pa2, or Ky into Ya1 minus Ya2 for gases. Now we are talking about water vapor gas in this numerical. And there is a thing, when the mole fraction of the species is less than 0.05, all these correlations are valid. When the value is more than 0.05, in place of mass transfer coefficient Kc, we have to make use of Kc by 1 minus Ya logarithmic mean, where 1 minus Ya logarithmic mean equal to 1 minus Ya1 minus 1 minus Ya2 by ln of 1 minus Ya1 by 1 minus Ya2. That is Yb logarithmic mean it is, right? If it is a binary system. Okay. So first we will be checking that value. So if it is less than 0.05, mole fraction of the species is less than 0.05, we don't need to use of Yb logarithmic mean. Okay, we can directly use the Kc equations in the correlations mentioned in the question. Okay, so whatever is the correlation, we will first identify what is our number. Skimming number we will find out. Then we are going to determine average mass transfer coefficient. So accordingly we will select our correlation also. Okay. Well, what is the system here? So we have a liquid, we don't know the width. Okay, the width is W, and but the length of this thing is given. What is that? 1.2 meters is the length. So actually it is a container which is having the liquid. That is, the liquid is water. So our system is of water or water vapor. Okay. So here we have an upstream of air coming with 32 degrees Celsius, and this is this liquid surface, the interface, the temperature is given 20 degrees Celsius. So what we will assume in mass transfer is, we are going to assume a thin film. Okay, we are going to assume a thin film. So that means at the one end we have interface, can say interface. At the other end we have bulk of the air. So bulk of the air temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. Here it is 20 degrees Celsius. So here we have, at the interface we have concentration. We will have concentration Ca1 or Pa1. At the other end of the film we have bulk air. We can even say CAS at the surface, right? or in the bulk here we can say Ca2 or Pa2, or we can denote it like Ca infinity or Pa infinity. Okay, so all this fashion you can mention. So here what we are doing, essentially we are assuming a thin film of thickness, some certain thickness. Okay, and one end we have this, the other end we have having that one. Okay, so for the flow or flat plate, what is how the Reynolds number is defined? Reynolds number is defined as, in general it is rho v L by mu. If it is closed conduit, we will have L equal to D. Otherwise, L for a flat plate, it is distance from the leading edge. Okay, length of the flat slab. If you want to determine at any one point, it will be like distance from the leading edge. Okay, so here we are considering total length 1.2 meters. Okay, so then how? What is the other one? Other number is similar to Prandtl number, primary school. So Prandtl number in heat transfer, Skimin number in mass transfer, which is the ratio of momentum diffusivity by mass diffusivity. That is mu by rho by dAB, right? So this mu by rho data is given. It can be written as V by dAB. This is kinematic viscosity. Okay, so that is a formula. And first let us determine these two values. So for that you have a film, right? In this film, across this film, at the one end we have a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, at the other end 32 degrees Celsius. What is the average temperature in the film? So the average temperature in the film which we can make use is average temperature of the thin film is equal to 20 plus 32 by 2, which is 26 degrees Celsius. Okay, or in terms of Kelvin, 273 plus this. Okay, you can write it in Kelvin also. Okay. Now data are also given. Please refer to the data given. Okay, so from the data we have PAS value, PA at the surface. PA at the surface is equal to PA naught into XA, where PA naught is the vapor pressure. So at the surface, what is the temperature? At 20 degrees Celsius, right? Similarly, at 32 degrees Celsius, PA infinity we have. Okay, across the two films. At one film we have PA infinity, and other one, and we have PA at the surface. So we have PA naught into OA. Okay, so for XA, it is pure liquid. Okay, at the liquid surface, it is liquid surface, so we have pure water. Okay, so the mole fraction is 1. XA equal to 1. So we have PA equal to PA naught. So we can write what is PAS. Okay, that is one way. PA1 or PAS can be determined. Okay, is equal to PA naught given at 20 degrees Celsius. So whatever is the atmosphere given, please refer to the table. So in the problem we have vapor pressure is 0.02308 atmosphere. 0.02308, right? So this much atmosphere we have, right? Similarly, what is PA infinity? It is given that the humidity is 25%. That is water vapor percentage is 25%, right? So that way we have YA equal to 0.5. YA equal to 0.25, and PA naught value at the infinity is also given in the table. So if you refer to the table, 0.04696 atmosphere, right? 0.04696 96 atmosphere. Okay, so we have PA1 value, PAS value and PA infinity value also in atmosphere we are having. Can we convert it into kilopascals? So we can write 1 atmosphere equal to 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, so we can have PAS value in terms of kilopascal. Similarly, PA naught is there, YA is there, so we have PA infinity is equal to PA naught at infinity into YA. So we have 0.25 into 0.04696 atmosphere. Okay, so once you get the value in atmosphere, we can convert that also to kilopascal, 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, so what is the value? Please get it. So you will get PAS equal to 2.339 and PA infinity equal to 1.190. Okay. Now we have PAS and PA infinity. It can be easily converted to CA1 and CAS and CA infinity. CAS equal to C equal to P by RT. So CAS equal to PAS by RT. Remember this, at the surface we have temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and CA infinity we have a temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. Accordingly we have to make use. So CAS equal to PA infinity by RT. So PAS is 2.339 kilopascal divided by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kilomole Kelvin into temperature is 20 degree, that is 293 Kelvin. Okay, and similarly what is CA infinity? CA infinity is 1.190 kilopascal divided by same 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kilomole Kelvin, and here the temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, which is 273 plus 32, 305. Okay, so we have 305 Kelvin. Can you simplify? What is CA? Kilomole per meter cube, kilomoles per meter cube. Okay, so get your values, CAS and CA infinity value. So we will have CAS value equal to 9.6 into 10 power minus 4, 4.691 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so what is the to find flux? To determine the flux, we have Na equal to Kc into CAS minus CA infinity. Okay, so now we have to get Kc. For that we will have to make use of correlations. Okay, so correlation is, first we should know what is the Reynolds number, right? So how to start with? So Reynolds number equal to Reynolds number is equal to rho Vd by mu. So generally we know rho Vl by mu. If you take rho to the denominator, we will have mu by rho. So we have Vl divided by mu into rho. V is the average velocity. Okay, so velocity is given as 0.15 meter per second into the length is given 1.2 meters. divided by mu by rho is your kinematic viscosity at, we want this Reynolds number at, this flux is across the thin film, right? Across the thin film with one end 20 degrees Celsius, other end 32 degrees Celsius. Average temperature in the thin film, we have determined it to be 26 degrees Celsius. So we want Reynolds number value at 26 degrees Celsius. That means we want this parameter value mu by rho value given from the table. Please refer to the table. Please write the given data. So we have momentum diffusivity. What is momentum diffusivity? It is mu by rho, kinematic viscosity. It is nothing but kinematic viscosity mu by rho is 1.5 into 10 power minus 5, and similarly DAB value is 2.77 into 10 power minus 5. Okay. So if you substitute the values, okay, mu by rho value is 1.51 into 10 power minus 5, 1.5 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second. Okay, so meter square is getting cancelled. So we get dimensionless number. So our substitution is correct now. So use the calculator. 0.15 into 1.2. 0.15 into 1.2 divided by 1.5 is equal to 0.12. So we will get into 10 power 4, right? 0.15 into 1. Okay, 1.51 is there. 0.15 into 1.2 divided by 1.51. We have 11920. Okay, so 11920, because 10 power minus 5 plus 5, so you get 0.19119. So into 10 power 5, so I get 11,921 almost. Okay, so that is our Reynolds number. So the Reynolds number is less than 3 lakhs, and Reynolds number is less than 3 lakhs. Okay, Reynolds number for a flat plate across a length L. So we have Reynolds number is less than 3 lakhs. Laminar flow is taking place. So that means we have to make use of the correlation which we for laminar flow. Okay, and we can find out Prandtl numbers equivalent is primary school Skimin number. What is Skimin number? We have defined already. So you can take out that. What is Skimin number? You can determine. Okay, Skimin number is momentum diffusivity by mass diffusivity. Both data are given. So data is given 1.5 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second, 2.77 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second. So one divided by another, we will get the value in dimensionless form. Okay, so 1.5 divided by, so Skimin number we can determine mu by rho divided by DAB. So both value is given 1.5 divided by 2 point, how much? 77. So both are in 10 power minus 5. Both are the units of meter square per second. So they get cancelled, and we get a dimensionless number, Skimin number value to be simply one. This also will get cancelled. So we can say 1.5 divided by 2.77 is 0.541. Okay, we get 0.5415. So I can write for 542. Okay, so 0.5415 we get as the Skimin number value. Okay, so we have identified that this is applicable. So which correlation to make use? We can see that when the Skimin number is less than 0.6, when the number is 0.6, we can make use of these equations, right? So it is almost equivalent to 0.6. So we can make use of the expression Sherwood number equal to 0.664 into Reynolds number plus this. Okay. So we have average Sherwood number equal to 0.664 into Reynolds number power 1 by 2, skimming number power 1 by 3. So both values we have calculated, right? 0.664 into Reynolds number value we have calculated to be 11,920, right? 11,920 into 0.542 power 1 by 3. This is power square root. So what is the value? Please use the calculator. So we get a value around 59. I get around 59.1. Okay. So you'll be getting around 59.05 to 59.20. So whatever range you get, it's okay. So we get around Sherwood number value to be 59.1. Okay. So once we have Sherwood number, I told you about what is the definition of Sherwood number. Sherwood number is defined as Kc into characteristic length by DAV. Okay, so we got this dimensionless number, right? In the dimensional analysis, we got KCD by DAV. D is characteristic length. In that case, in the dimensional analysis, we consider it to be diameter of the tube. So we took a conduit, so we took D here. So, but it is characteristic length, means for a flat plate, we make use of the characteristic length L. Okay. So now we have Sherwood number value and we have length value. Length value, what is the L value? So you know L value, 1.2 meters. You know DAB value, how much? 2.77 into 10 power minus 5 meter square per second. So only unknown parameter is Kc. We can get the Kc value. Okay, so Kc value is equal to Sherwood number into DAB by L. Okay, so substitute 59.1. Whatever value you got, you substitute. Okay, with 2-3 digits at least. Since it is a number, after decimal 2 digits is sufficient. So 59.1 for me, you substitute your values into 2.77 into 10 power minus 5. This is dimensionless number. This is meter square per second divided by length is 1.2 meters. So meter will get cancel. So we get meter per second as the Kc value. So Kc will have the unit of meter per second. So please use your calculator. 59 point whatever value you got into. So we get around 136.4 into 10 power minus 5. So 2 digits if you take 1.36, 1.365 or 7. Okay, 1.364 I am getting. So 1.364 into 10 power minus 3 meter per second. Okay, that is almost 1 mm per second, right? So you will be getting around 1.2 to 1.4 mm per second. That's the Kc value. So once we have Kc value, we can find the flux. Now we have Na is equal to Kc into Ca surface minus Ca infinity, right, along across the small thickness. K value is, we are not concerned about what is the thickness of the thing, because we are not only concerned about diffusivity. If we talk about molecular diffusion alone, we should know the thickness. Okay, thickness of the film is important, because it is impossible to measure the thickness of the film, right? So that is the reason we want to talk in terms of mass transfer coefficient, which is the inverse of resistance. Okay, similar to conduction, heat transfer conduction. What is resistance? Driving force is delta T, remaining terms are drive resistance, right? Similar to that, MTC is inverse of resistance. So what is the resistance across this film is taken care by the mass transfer coefficient. Okay, so can we substitute to get Na value? So we have Na is equal to Na is equal to Kc value, Kc into Cas minus Ca infinity. So please take the values, whatever you have calculated, that you substitute. 1.364 into 10 power minus 3 meter per second into, what is Cas minus Ca infinity? We have already calculated them. Yes, so we have 9.6 minus 4.69 into 10 power minus 4, 9.6, 4.69. Well, we have CAS value and Ca infinity values. CAS value we have calculated to be 9.6 into 10 power minus 4 kilomoles per meter cube. Ca infinity is 4.691 into 10 power minus 4 kilomoles per meter cube. So can we substitute here? Yeah, 9.6 minus 4.691 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so unit is kilomoles per meter cube. So we get answer in kilomoles per meter square second. Okay, so here the question is what is the flux in terms of kg per second. So for that, what we have to do, we have to multiply this by area into molecular weight. Okay, so how to get area? We know that length is 1.2 meters. We don't know what is the width. It can be infinite width, but what we can do is we will consider 1 meter width. Okay, per unit, because it is asked per width, right? Per 1 meter of width it is asked in the question, right? Please go through the question again. Per unit width is given, so we are going to take 1 meter. Per unit means per meter, right? So we can always take 1 meter width as well. So now what is the area? An area is 1 meter into 1.2 meter, which is 1.2 meter square. Okay, so then what is the molecular weight? Molecular weight of water 18 kg per kg mole. Okay, 16 plus 2, 18. Okay, so what value you are getting? So that you have to substitute this multiplied by 1.2 into 18 gives us the value in terms of kg per second. Okay, so calculate this value 1.369, whatever you are getting. Okay, so whatever you get, you please substitute. Please comment your answers. So please comment your answers without fail. So express, what is this? W actually. W in kg per second. So you will get in the range of 10 power minus 5. If you are not getting, you have to check the units where you are missing. Okay, so you will get the answer. So please report your answer with 4 digits. Okay, so in this problem what we have done, So in this numerical we have taken per unit width of flat slab or similar, it is similar to flat slab even though it is water layer, water container, its length is given, width we have taken 1 meter. So area can be calculated, and we have, you know, what is water vapor. We consider a thin film above the surface, that means between the interface and the bulb we consider a thin film, and the mass transfer is taking place only within this thin film, beyond which it is well mixed. That assumption is made. It is the concept of film theory, that which we will, theory of mass transfer we will discuss in separate lecture. So we will discuss in that theory of mass transfer. We have a thin film through which the mass transfer is taking place, and at one end we have 20 degrees Celsius, and other end we have air temperature which is 32 degrees Celsius. So we have considered 26 degrees Celsius as the average temperature. 20 plus 32 by 2, we got 26 degrees Celsius. So we calculated the Reynolds number at that temperature. That means we used the properties of density, viscosity, diffusivity at average temperature. But to calculate CA1 and CA2 we did not use the average temperature. One student asked, why sir? Because at both end we are having extreme temperature, right? One is 20 degrees Celsius. So obviously to convert PA1 to CA1 we have to divide by PA by RT. The temperature should be 20 degrees Celsius, right? At the other end temperature is 32, beyond which the temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. So obviously we have to make use of PA2 by RT or PA infinity by RT, where T is the 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in Kelvin we are substituting obviously. So once we get the CA1, CA2, we have calculated Reynolds number, we have calculated Schmidt number, and we have chosen appropriate correlation. We got what is Sherwood number. Once we got the Sherwood number value, we substituted in the definition Sherwood number equal to Kc into characteristic length divided by DAB. So we got Kc value. Once we got Kc value, we substituted in the flux equation Na equal to Kc into CAS minus CA infinity. Fine. And please report your answer. So that's what we have seen in this numerical. Okay. Well, we have seen that when the mole fraction of species A, that is the solute, is less than 5%, that is when the mole fraction is 0.05, less than 0.05, no correction factor is required. However, when the mole fraction is higher than 0.05, that is when it is more than 5%, then a correction factor has to be introduced in the flux equations. Then only we can make use of those correlations. So in the correlations, whatever Kc we are obtaining, we have to make use of a correction factor in the flux expression, Na equal to Kc into Cas minus Ca infinity. So in that Kc we have to divide it by Yb logarithmic mean. Okay, so that correction factor has to be considered. So we will solve such a numerical now. Okay, so please take down this problem. Take down. In a wetted wall tower, an air H2S mixture is flowing by a film of water, which is flowing as a thin film down a vertical plate. In a wetted wall tower, an air H2S mixture is flowing by a film of water which is flowing as a thin film down a vertical plate. The H2S is being absorbed from the air to the water at a total pressure of 1.5 atmosphere absolute and 30 degrees Celsius. So here the total pressure is in absolute atmosphere is given. The value of Kc equal to 9.567 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second. The value of mass transfer coefficient and the driving force is in per C for concentration. Okay, is 9.567 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second has been predicted for the gas phase mass transfer coefficient. Obviously it is Kc is for mass transfer coefficient for gas phase. At a given point, the mole fraction of H2S the mole fraction of H2S in the liquid at the liquid gas interface is at the liquid gas interface is 2 into 10 power minus 5, 2 into 10 power minus 5, and partial pressure of A, that is a partial pressure of H2S in the gas is 0.05 atmosphere. The Henry's law equilibrium relationship is partial pressure of A in atmosphere is equal to Henry's law constant 609 multiplied by mole fraction in the liquid. Pa equal to 609 into Xa. Okay, where Xa is the mole fraction of species H2S in the liquid. Calculate the rate of absorption of H2S. So it's a simple problem. Rate of only thing is we have to make use of the H2S. This is only about flux expression. Na equal to Kc by 1 Yb logarithmic mean into Cis minus Ca infinity. Okay, so no need of calculating any Sherwood number kind of thing. So only thing we have to take care is the correction factor we have to make use, because the concentration is given very low. You can see it is 2 into 10 power minus 5, and in the gas it is partial pressure is given 0.05 atmosphere, but take care the total pressure is given 1.5 atmosphere absolute. So only these things if we take care, we can easily solve this numerical. Okay, so we have to make use of the Yb logarithmic mean value in this flux equation. So it is given, so we know what is the flux equation. Na equal to, for different driving forces we can write, right, Kc by Yb logarithmic mean into, if it is C, Ca1 minus Ca2. We did 2 points in a thin film, 1 and 2. If you, the one can be interface. Okay, also mass transfer can take place from gas phase to liquid phase or liquid to gas phase, right? So at this, one is going to be bulk, one is going to be the interface. Okay, so Kc equal to this one. If we want to write it in terms of Kc in terms of partial pressure, how to write that one? Ca in terms of partial pressure, how to write? We can write Kg by Yb logarithmic mean into Pa 1 minus Pa2, or you can write in terms of Kys Ya1 minus Ya2. Okay, so in this problem we have to make use of, since the concentration is very low, you can see that, so concentration is low, we have to make use of the correction factor in the flux equation. So flux equation is as per definition. Okay, Na equal to Kc into, when the driving force is C, subscript is C, when the driving force is partial pressure we write G, and the driving force is mole fraction we write Y. Okay, so that way we define this flux equation, because mass transfer coefficient is ratio of molar flux by driving force. Okay, fine. So what are the data given here? Here Ya can be determined, because partial pressure is given as 0.05 atmosphere. Okay, P total is given as 1.5 atmosphere. So that is equal to 0.0333 is the mole fraction. And similarly, another at the interface, you can always find the partial pressure is related to Henry's law constant 609 into Xai. Okay, so the mole fraction is given as, at the interface it is 2 into, in the liquid, the mole fraction in the liquid, what is that? In the bulk of the liquid, the concentration is given to be 2 into 10 power minus 5. Okay, so we can get 609 into 2.0 into 10 power minus 5. So we get partial pressure in atmosphere at the interface. And again you can get the Yai value to be Yai equal to Pai by P, that is So what is the value? Please use your calculator. (609 into 2) 1218 into 10 power minus 5. Okay, so you can write the value. So YAI value, PAI value is 1.218 into 10 power minus 2. YAI equal to 1.218 into 10 power minus 2 divided by total is 1.5 atmosphere. Both are atmosphere. So we get mole fraction YAI equal to 0.008. Okay, you can write up to four digits. Okay, so always set your calculator setting such that you have 4 digits rounding off. Okay, so now we have YA1 and YA2. Okay, so YAI is there, which is higher. Well, from that you can tell what is the direction of mass transfer. So this is OA concentration, this high value, and this is low value. So mass transfer will take place from higher concentration to lower concentration, or higher mole fraction to lower mole fraction, right? So the mass transfer direction now we know. So we are having a ring. The concentration at the bulk is known. That is 0.033 is the mole fraction. At the interface we are having YAI. So we have YA. Okay, across this thin film, what is the mass transfer coefficient? Okay, in terms of Y, it is KY we will get, right? Fine. Now we have both YA, YI. So can you find out YB logarithmic mean? So YB logarithmic mean equal to, what is that? YB1 equal to 1 minus YA1. YB2 equal to 1 minus YA2. In this 1, 2, 1 is going to be this place, 2 is going to be interface, right? So you can say 1 minus YAI, can be YI. Because see, when it is interface, we try to denote two locations at the interface. So therefore we use YI. Okay, so 1 minus YA1 value, YA1 value is 0.0333, that is 1 minus 0.033 is equal to 0.967. Similarly, YBI equal to 1 minus 0.00812, which is 0.992. So we can find what is, so YB logarithmic mean is YB1 minus YBI by YB1 by YBI ln of, right? So you can substitute the values to get YBI value to be, numerator you will get 0.025, denominator if you take ln of 0.992 by 0.967, so you get denominator value to be 0.0255. This is 0.025, you get around 0.9804. Okay, so that is our YB logarithmic mean value. Okay, so how to get to then flux equation? Then flux is equal to KY by YB logarithmic mean into A1 minus A2. We have all the values now. KY value, what is KY value? Value of Kc is given. Okay, 9.567 into 10 power minus 4. So if Kc value is given, better what we do is we substitute the driving forces. We have to relate it, that nothing that we have to, what is the relationship between Kc, Ky and Kg. Okay, so we can always find the relationship and use, otherwise directly substitute in terms of Ca1, Ca2, no, that is also easier. Okay, so or you can say Na is equal to Kc into Ca1 minus Ca2 by Yb logarithmic mean. Okay, so what is that Ca1 minus Ca2? Ca1 is equal to Pa1 by Rt, Ca2 is equal to Pa2 by Rt. Okay, so what is Pa1 value? We already calculated. Pa1 value is 0.05 atmosphere already given, right? 0.01 atmosphere, converting it to 1 atmosphere equal to 101.325 kilopascal, and dividing by R 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kilomole Kelvin into temperature. So what is the temperature here? 273 plus 30, that is 303 Kelvin. Okay, so the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, so we have to make use of 303 Kelvin. Kelvin get cancel, kilopascal, atmosphere. So what you get is concentration in terms of kilomole per meter cube. Similarly, get Ca2 value, Ca1, Ca2. Please report your values. Okay, so you can substitute that in the expression to get what is your Na value. Okay, so Kc value is given. What is that? 9.567 into 10 power minus 4 divided by Yb logarithmic mean is 0.9804 into Ca1 minus Ca2. So whatever you get in Ca1 and Ca2, please substitute the values to get Na value in terms of kilomoles per meter square second. Okay, please comment your answer. Okay, so you will get in the range of into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so please write for 4 digits. So convert only here, you have to do the conversion, right? Pa1 to kilomoles per meter cube, Ca2 to kilomoles per meter cube, and substitute here to get the value directly. Otherwise, other way is to convert this. If you know the in terms of Ky, you can substitute relationship between Kc and Ky. You can make use here also. Okay. A very thin polymeric coating of thickness 0.1 mm uniformly coats a rectangular surface. The rectangular surface has a length of 20 centimeters and a width of 10 centimeters. So again it is a flow through flat plates type of numerical. Okay, the coating contains a solvent that must be evaporated away from the coating in order to cure the coating. So the coating contains a solvent that must be evaporated away from the coating in order to cure the coating. Initially there is 0.001 mole of solvent per centimeter cube of coating loaded in the coating. So initial concentration is given. A heated plate just beneath the surface maintains the coating at a uniform temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. A heated plate just beneath the surface maintains the coating at a uniform temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, and the vapor pressure exerted by the solvent is 0.05 atmosphere at 40 degrees Celsius. Air gently flows parallel to the surface at a velocity of 5 cm per second. Air is gently flowing parallel to the surface at a velocity of 5 cm per second. The surrounding air at 1 atmosphere total system pressure and 20 degrees Celsius represents an infinite sink for mass transfer. Okay, so the surrounding air at 1 atmospheric total system pressure and 20 degrees Celsius represents an infinite sink for mass transfer. That means the concentration can be considered to be negligible. You may neglect any molecular diffusion of the solvent. You may neglect any molecular diffusion of the solvent through the very thin polymeric film and focus only on the convection aspects of the numerical. You may neglect the molecular diffusion of the solvent through the very thin polymeric film and focus only on the convection aspects of the problem. Physical properties at 303 Kelvin are: kinematic viscosity is given in centimeter square per second, density is given in gram per cc, and the diffusion coefficient of the species in air at 30 degrees Celsius is DAB equal to 1.025 centimeter square per second. Question here there are two questions. What is the average mass transfer coefficient Kc? What is the average mass transfer coefficient Kc? How long will it take for the solvent to completely evaporate from the coating? We want final concentration to be having 0 in 0.1 moles. So initially we are having centimeter cube of coating, and we want complete evaporation. So it is only once we have the flux, flux equation Na, we can relate it to, because at steady state flux we can consider a thin film above this coating through which the mass transfer is taking place. So we can determine the Kc value across the thin film above this coating thickness. Okay, so from the coating surface, whatever is the vapor of the solvent, that concentration we have, and on the other end we have infinite sink. Okay, so we know the concentration. Okay, so we can determine the Kc value making use, but here we have to find what is the mole fraction. Okay, so we may have to make use of the correction factor in this numerical. Please check, proceed with this problem. First write the given data and make a neat sketch for to represent the system. Then we can start writing the given data, convert it to SI unit system, then proceed with the calculations. Okay. Well, so first write the given data. So it is given that the thickness is given as 0.1 mm. So if you draw a system like this rectangular surface, so just recall what is the formula to have length, width and thickness. Okay, so it is given that the thickness of the coating is 0.1 mm, that is 0.1 into 10 power minus 3 meters, or you can say 0.01 centimeters. Okay, so here all the data are given in centimeters, so we'll prefer to write in centimeters, but finally we have to substitute in meters somewhere. Okay, so thickness is given and width is given as 10 centimeters and length is given as 20 centimeters. Can we tell what is the area of the rectangular slab and what is the volume? Area is width into W into L, which is 200 centimeter square, or you can say 200 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Okay, so what about volume? Area into thickness. Okay, that is 200 into 0.01, that is 2 centimeter cube, or you can say 2 into 10 power minus 6 meter cube. Okay, so this is regarding the dimensions given. Okay, so and what else is given? And the concentration are given in simply, right? So you can see that 0.001 moles of solvent per centimeter cube of coating is loaded in the coating. So in the coating contains 0.001. Okay, so that is the initial concentration. So initial concentration of the solvent. So here solvent is A. Okay, our species is solvent. So initial concentration is given 0.001 moles per centimeter cube. Okay, and final concentration you want it to be 0. That is a complete thing should take place, right? So that's our final concentration of the solvent in the coating. Okay, and other data given are this length breadth is given. So and the other data given is vapor pressure is given. Okay, so PA at the surface is given. PA at the surface is equal to PA naught into XA. Here it is pure solvent, so it is XA equal to 1. So we have PAS equal to PA naught. PA naught is given is 0.05 atmosphere. Okay, and we know that total pressure is given, total temperature is also given. So what are the data? So it is given total pressure is 1 atmosphere and 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, and what about the PA infinity? That is going to be acting as a sink. That's what it is mentioned. Surrounding air represents an infinite sink for the mass transfer. Okay, so infinite sink, so that means the concentration PA infinity is equal to 0. Okay, P total is given, temperature is given. Okay, and there are two things here. You have the coating which is at 40 degrees Celsius, right? Go through the given data. We have heated plate just beneath the surface maintains the coating at uniform temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. What about the air? Air is gently flowing at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. So the system is at 40, 20, other end is 20. So that means in the thickness along the layer we have, here it is heated, there you have air. Okay, so there are two temperatures, one end is 20, another end is 40. Okay, the air temperature is 20 degree, air is at low temperature. Okay, 20 degrees Celsius. Here below this we have 40 degrees Celsius. So what could be the average temperature? Average temperature in the film or the coating is equal to, so average of these two, 20 plus 40 by 2, which is going to be 30 degrees Celsius, which is 273 plus 30, that is 303 Kelvin. So what we want? We want properties of the fluid at this temperature only. That is, we want mu by rho kinematic viscosity value at this temperature, and we want DAB value at this temperature. Okay, so both are given. So it is given as in centimeter square. Okay, so mu by rho is given at 0.158 centimeter square per second, and DAB is given as 1.025 centimeter square per second. Okay, both are in centimeter square per second. So we know that kinematic viscosity by DAB is our Schmidt number. Okay, so we can find out the Reynolds number and Schmidt number. Mu by rho kinematic viscosity, momentum diffusivity by mass diffusivity. You can determine the values 0.158 centimeter square per second divided by 1.025 centimeter square per second. We get dimensionless. What is the value? Please use your calculator. So you'll get 0.15415. Okay, and what about Reynolds number? NRE equal to rho Vd by mu, that is V characteristic length by mu by rho. Okay, that is Reynolds number, kinematic viscosity. So velocity is given. So please calculate. So all the units are given. Okay, so what is that? From the data given, what is the velocity? Centimeter per second. 5 centimeter per second is the velocity. Okay, so you can substitute 5 centimeter per second. All are in same unit. That's okay to determine the dimensionless number. Okay, final answer we have to report in SI units. So 5 centimeter per second into L equal to 1 second. So characteristic length is 20 centimeters. We have velocity is 5 centimeter per second into length is 20 centimeters divided by mu by rho value is 0.158 centimeter square per second. Okay, so thus we get the value of Reynolds number to be, so we get Reynolds number equal to 632.91. so we can take it to be, you will get around 633. Okay, now what is the correlation? So Schmidt number is this range. We can make use of the correlation. Schmidt schedule number, Sherwood number equal to 0.663 or 664. Reynolds number power of Schmidt number power 1 by 3, which is equal to 0.664 into 633 power of 0.15415 power 1 by 3. Okay, so we get Sherwood number equal to around 9 you will get. Okay, you will get around 8.96. So you will get around 9. Okay, Sherwood number is around 9. Whatever you get, you write with 2 digits. Okay, and what is the definition of Sherwood number? Sherwood number is equal to Kc characteristic length by DAV. Okay, so characteristic length we have, Kc value we know, we can get Kc value now. So Kc equal to DAV by L into Sherwood number. So DAV value is in all in a centimeter square per second unit we have. So you can substitute the same way. DAV is given 1.025 centimeter square per second. Sherwood number is 8.96. Whatever you get, you please write. Even if you get 9.1, that's fine. Divided by length is 20 centimeters. Sherwood number is dimensionless. So what you get is centimeter per second. So we get Kc value in centimeter per second. So you will get around 0.462. And if you want to write in terms of meter per second, 4 into 10 power minus 3, right? 0.62 into 10 power minus 3 meter per second. Kc value we have now. Okay, so if Kc value is known, you can determine total moles of the solvent. What is the total moles of the solvent? Total moles of the solvent is equal to, initial concentration is 0.001 moles per centimeter cube. Okay, so total moles of the solvent is equal to concentration into area. Okay, or you can say concentration into volume, area into thickness. So area into thickness we have already calculated. Total moles of solvent present initially is equal to, concentration is 0.001 moles per centimeter cube is given. So multiplying by volume, that is area into thickness, we have already calculated the value. What is that? Volume is 2 into 10 power 2 centimeter cube. Okay, 2 centimeter cube. So we get initial moles is equal to 0.002 moles, or you can say it is 2.10 power minus 3 moles, 2 into 10 power minus 6 kg moles. Okay, so that is the total number of moles. So how to relate this one? If we know total moles and W, what is W? It is kg mole per second. And if you divide this, total moles is kg moles. So if you divide initial amount, okay, so whatever is the initial total, let us say W naught. Okay, W is the flow rate. Just for reference, let me write W naught. W naught is the amount, simply kg mole, not like any flow rate, initial flow rate kind. Okay, so in that case, so time taken will be how much time it will take to get reduced is equal to this much second. So how to get W? We know that W equal to NA into area. Okay, so what is the area? Already calculated. How to get NA? NA is equal to Kc into CAS minus CA infinity. Okay, so how to get CAS? We already have PAS value. So how to get PAS? It is given 5.006 kilopascal. Okay, so 5.006 PAS value is 0.05 atmosphere, right? So we'll do that. 0.05 atmosphere. We multiply 101.325 divided by 1 atmosphere is kilopascal. We get this much kilopascal. So what is the value? .066. Okay, so that is our PAS value. And is there a solvent is present purely? So XA equal to 0. Okay, so PA naught is this. So PAS equal to PA naught into XA. XA is pure solvent. There is no other thing present along with it. So we have PAS equal to PA naught equal to this. Okay, so we have PAS equal to PA naught equal to 5.066 kilopascal. And what is the temperature there? Temperature is 40 degrees Celsius there, right? The temperature is 40 degree, that is 313 Kelvin. So PAS by RT give us CAS, right? CAS equal to P by RT. C by equal to P by RT. CAS equal to PAS by RT. So we get 5.066 kilopascal divided by 8.013. Sorry, 8.314. 5.066 kilopascal divided by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kilomole Kelvin into 313 Kelvin. We get kilopascal getting cancelled, so we get this much kilomoles per meter cube. So what is the value? CAS value is, we get 1.95 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so now we can get what is NA value. CAS is known, Kc is known, right? So Kc, simply this is 0. So you get Kc into CAS. Okay, Kc value is 4.62 into 10 power minus 3 meter per second. Into CAS value is 1.95 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so what is the unit for concentration? Kg mole per meter cube. So we get Na value is equal to 4.62 into 10 power minus 3 into 1.95 into 10 power minus 3. Totally we have 10 power minus 6. This is almost 4 to 8. You will get around 8.99. Okay, kg mole meter square second. Okay, so therefore WA equal to 8.99 into 10 power minus 6 kg mole per meter square second into area is 2 centimeter square. So you can say 2 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. Okay, so we get W equal to this much kg mole per second. Okay, so substitute to get W naught by W equal to T. So initially we have 0.002 moles, 0.002 gram moles. So that is 2 into 10 power minus 6 kg moles, right? So first W value you determine, you will get around 1.798 into 10 power minus 7 kg mole per second you will get. Okay, so this is also W value we got. Okay, so T is equal to, initially concentration is 0.002 into 10 power minus 3 kg moles divided by W is 1.798 into 10 power minus 7 kg mole per second. So you will get around seconds. So you will get around 11 seconds. So whatever is the value, you please substitute 11.3 digits you write. Please comment your answer. Okay, so in this problem what we have done, we have here data is given. So you have a film, we have a rectangular shaped thing, from we had a coating and it was asked to assume mass transfer in the thin coating is assumed to be 0. So we consider a thin film of air across which the diffusion will take place. So the vapor is pure A, that is the solvent, and other end, that end is being heated, so 40 degrees Celsius. In the other end it is 20 degrees Celsius and the air is flowing. So that the concentration is 0 in that side. So we have concentration CAS value in this side. So driving force is there, mass transfer takes place. So we want to find what is the resistance, that is the inverse of resistance is mass transfer coefficient. We calculated Kc value. Okay, Kc value, we made use of the correlation to get Sherwood number. Sherwood number equal to a function of Reynolds number and Schmidt number. Once we got Sherwood number, by definition of Sherwood number, Kc into L by DAB is Sherwood number. So we calculated Kc. Once we calculated Kc, we substituted to get Na value. Na equal to Kc into CIS minus Ca infinity. Okay, then we calculated WA, which is Na into area. Okay, so once we calculated WA, time taken to evaporate completely, initially there was 2 into 10 power minus 6 kg moles of solvent. To completely evaporate that, how much time it will be taking, we have been calculated. Okay, well, in this lecture we have solved several numericals to determine the mass transfer coefficient using the correlations between Sherwood number and Reynolds numbers and Schmidt numbers, right? Thank you so much for joining my classroom. Meet you in the next lecture. Bye bye.